can't help but make one more video. Um, I decided, just to get some practice driving, especially driving at night, I decided I'll run up to the grocery store. I went ahead and got a couple drinks, a couple packs of drinks, and a charging cable, as well as a notepad to write down my budget now, since I have car payments, excuse me, and car insurance to think about. And oh, and I forgot the light bulbs. I was gonna go and actually buy light bulbs, but I completely forgot because I was actually just happy. It's weird, just I've been in the grocery store a million times, but this time I was just too happy just to walk in and know that I got there on my own. I didn't have to worry about asking anyone to go up to the store. I could just go there. Couple points of difficulty were, one is when I came back home and parked in the driveway, I was just a little bit further off to the middle. Like, I'm not in the middle, but I was originally very close to the edge of the grass, but this time I wasn't. I think it's enough room for my mom's car, I'm pretty sure. So, just left it at that. And then the other one was when I was just about to get to the grocery store parking lot. I had to make a left turn or merge into the left lane, and there was a car behind me, and he was not quite yielding, so I had to speed up a tiny bit. So I'd step on the gas a bit and quickly get over to the far left lane. It wasn't that, it was just 2 lanes I had to get over, but it's the fact that I had to go straight, and then I had to merge, merge left. Also, I think the guy took the wrong lane as well, because he was supposed to turn left at the light, I'm pretty sure. I was in the middle lane to go straight, and there were 2 left lanes. I think it might have been a left and a straight though, so I can't really say for certain. But I parked just fine in the parking lot, so that was good. I'm gonna continue parking out in the boonies, so to say, because I'm afraid I'm gonna actually, like, if I try to park in between 2 parked cars, I'm gonna hit a car, and I don't want to do that. I want to get used to parking, getting used to the visual cues before even trying to do that. And either way, I don't mind the walk back to the car. It's not like I'm not used to walking, a couple miles, to the gym, or a couple miles to work, on average. Before, I had, even before I'd gone through my breakup, I was walking around 15,000 steps a day, which comes out to, somewhere around 6-7 miles. Some days I would walk 25,000 steps. That would be like somewhere in the ballpark of 10 miles, 11 miles. So that was when I was serving though. So, but anyway, I can't help but be happy that I could drive to the grocery store by myself. It seems stupid, oh, good job, you drove to the grocery store, but I can now go to the grocery store if I want. I'd probably prefer going at night, actually, because there was hardly anyone in the store. Probably would have to go earlier because they were going to close in 45 minutes, so it's really not enough time for me to grocery shop. So maybe like get there a couple hours before they close. I don't think there's going to be a lot of people there. Maybe an hour and a half before they close, that might be enough time for me to shop, because I'm pretty quick about what I want, and I just go in and get it and get out. Do need to create a budget sheet though, because expenses are starting to pile up, and I need to have a game plan to start saving again, because that car payment, as well as the down payment, is going to eat a good chunk of my savings. So, not that I couldn't potentially sell a few things to actually make up the difference, but I don't want to, because I don't really need to, and I'm lucky to say that. But push comes to shove, I might sell a few things just to get a couple thousand back to throw into savings and continue to build. I need to look at opening a high yield savings account, because I had to shut mine down because the company that I used to, or not the company, the bank I used to use was an online bank called One, and their app actually had a complete crash maybe a couple weeks ago. Actually, no, not a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago. And I decided, that was it. I wasn't going to keep my money in there, so I pulled out everything except for maybe like $150, and I left that just sitting in there. I might pull that out as well and just shut the account down. Because, I mean, there is literally no point in staying with that bank if they've had that many issues. And then they tout, oh, we'll offer you 10% interest for the month. Well, that doesn't excuse the fact that they had people miss their direct deposits. They had payments that were due. They were relying on those direct deposits, and the bank fucked up. So I don't think that's going to really amend things. You know, if you did it for maybe a year, and then in addition you gave like maybe a stipend of, you know, $1,000 or something like that to help mitigate the late fees that people are probably gonna have to pay, then okay. Probably not even $1,000, like 500, maybe even 250, but still massive inconvenience for other people. But yeah, thankfully I was able to pull my money out pretty quick, and it's all now sitting in one bank. But you know, I have some work to do to build it back up. I'm gonna start writing things down, try and get a game plan going, and yeah, you know, just sitting here, you know, giddy with excitement because, you know, I mean, I guess it doesn't seem like I'm very excited, but I'm not that animated. But you know, when I was in the grocery store, I was actually just smiling, you know, just like kind of like this. And sometimes like the smile would twitch a bit because like it was just expanding, like because I was just realizing I'm actually here now. I actually can go wherever I want to go, starting off small, keeping my ambitions small, and then build them up. You know, I'll start by driving to work, driving to my other job, which is actually further away, so that'll be a bit of a challenge because I remember the route, but it is a longer drive. But yeah, I mean, all I can think about is just that I can get to work now. I don't have to rely on Ubers. I don't have to spend $200 a week, at the very least, on Ubers. I mean, that right there, multiply that by 4, that's at least the car payment, the car insurance, my bills, basically, nearly my bills. Which, you know, are low because right now I'm living with my mother because, you know, can't really live on my own. I'm on leave of absence from my employer. I'm actually debating if I want to go back or if I should. Part of me wants to just go back and just earn that high salary and just wait until they kick me out. Because, I mean, at the same time, if they at least maybe had some improvements in the time span I've been gone, maybe it'd be worth it to try again. But if I get, you know, these tutoring jobs, then that would be enough to make me happy and also pay bills. So, anyway, that's really all I have for you guys. Again, sorry for the my low voice in these videos. I do intend on buying a mic. You know, probably gonna cut the spending till my birthday, and even then, I might not spend too much on my birthday. I'll probably keep it at a budget. Because my 30th birthday, yeah, we spent too much money. My 30th birthday, we actually went to a strip club. That was my first time ever going to a strip club. You know, dirty 30, they say. And it was, I mean, it was okay. I mean, it was a lot of hype for nothing. But, you know, I knew the game. I knew the game the strippers were playing. It's just, you know, we were just having fun. Drinks were obviously expensive too. So it's kind of hard to have fun when you walk out at the end of the night and you realize that they cleaned house. Like, they didn't clean us out completely, but they cleaned house, you know. They took a chunk of money. So, anyway, this will be my last video for tonight. And, might make a video in the morning. I'm gonna wake up not super early tomorrow because, you know, I also don't have to wake up early because I can just drive. Probably gonna wake up a little bit early, like maybe 10:30ish. Well, I mean, 10:30 is not early. I'm probably gonna stay up for a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna wake up, eat some breakfast, and drive over to the gym, get a workout in, and then drive to work. I'm just mentally planning out the route just so I can get comfortable with it. This is actually something that would help me out driving, is if I knew for the most part where I'm going before I even like set foot in the car. So I'll just mentally think about the path I'm going to take. I mean, granted, I will probably try to memorize some routes, you know, if I do go out with people and they let me carpool, just so I can visually remember where everything is. I'm actually pretty good at memorizing things. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I've subconsciously memorized exams before, so I mean, what's memorizing a route gonna do? It's just gonna be a little extra challenging because I have to remember, you know, a long stretch of, you know, long stretch of road to a location. So, anyway, I'm ranting at this point, so I'll end it here. Good night.